P-A-T-I-E-B-L-G.
Talk about it, let it work, talk for me, yeah. I don't tell nobody about my secrets. Keep it to myself, cause nowadays I wanna leak it. I don't even share it with my family as of recent. Not cause I don't trust them, I would rather let them see it for themselves. I got insecurities, I don't wear them on my sleeve, so you know I gotta keep them on the shelf. Like awards I don't have yet. And every second that I wasted talking about it is a second I can have back. Look, I don't wanna tell them everything I'm gonna do. I would rather show them everything that I achieved. I don't wanna tell them that I got it with no proof. I would rather show them the receipts. I find it funny how they say you gotta talk less and do more. When I rap, I talk more and do less. Already had a blue check before I made the music, and now I'm making verified hits every stew session. I got ways to go, I know I never stop. Opportunities are coming to me, I'ma let them knock. Open up the door and let them in, how could I ever not? Better pop off any second, head spinning like a helicopter. Let it breathe, then I'm back in it. You could give me any beat and I'm attacking it. 400 at bat, what I'm averaging. 4 clubs on the cap, the establishment. At the show when the crowd get loud to it. Lyrics stay slick, but it still got a bounce to it. First round pick, if they ever get around to it. First round KO, I don't got around to it. I don't wanna tell them everything I'm gonna do.
What?
I would rather show them everything that I achieved. I don't wanna tell them that I got it with no proof. I would rather show them the receipts.
The receipts? I don't wanna tell them how much money I'ma blow. I would rather show them when I pull up in that beam. I don't wanna tell them not to fuck when I'm ready to go. I would rather pull up with the banger on the seat. Fixating these cats fighting my place like every week. Quit playing for I'm aiming, spraying at your teeth. Lame as they can't play with this human, I'm elite. What I'm saying is you my pet in this game, now was your least. Big bang on my pen, staying on jet flame. Feel the pain whenever I start orangutan in the beat. Get paid for a quick 8, was just laid. Man, I ate so many verses, I think it's standing on my teeth. Hold on, let me check that. Got a mask, where's legs at? Best rap, got him pressed bad. What you say, cat? Maddie beats like some kind of pig, gon' get your neck snapped. Yeah.
I don't wanna tell them everything I'm gonna do. I would rather show them everything that I achieved. I don't wanna tell them that I got it with no proof. I would rather show them the receipts.
What up, Josh? I forgot I had caps on. You're like my wife, like lower your voice. I tell her I speak with passion. That's what it is. It's passionate speaking. What up, everybody? Full case break at midnight. And I'm sober. What's going on? What's this world coming to? Well, I'm glad y'all are in here. Listen, it's the only case we got. I got to give a big shout out to Jason Upchurch and 3 Kings of Cardboard. Essentially, he just told me what to do with this, and I appreciate it. Because we don't normally do this kind of break, but this seemed to be the way to do this, and I wanted to do more. I'm trying to get into more consistent things. Well, on Saturday I'd like to do more college football. Hey, this is a good start for us, so I appreciate it. Women just hate us, man. That's just how it is. But let's go ahead and get ripping. We can talk the whole time. We were kind of talking about how NIL at the end of last break, which we pulled some really nice stuff that last break. That Patrick Mahomes is nice, but that Hendon Hooker, nice as well. But yeah, I was kind of just getting into on how like the NIL is, I think, is starting to become a major distraction for some of these. What the heck is in this Band-Aid? Dude, come on, Tops. What are you doing? If you guys haven't learned, I'm not a massive fan of how Fanatics took Tops over, and I feel like they continue to make mistakes. I don't know what's on the top of this box here. Let's see. I thought it was a Band-Aid. Looks like maybe a piece of tape. Maybe it's a special box. Let's see that one. We got a full case to break, baby. I'm excited. Listen, the way we're gonna rip through this is we'll sleeve / top load all numbered and or parallel colored stuff. Everything else gets set off to the side. Any autographs obviously will be top loaded, and we will do 2 FanDuel spots, 2 Pick'em spots, and a paper football. And just for the record, let me hit record here. Just for the record, I will be sending those out as soon as we're done. I didn't send a link out yet just because we haven't been done yet. Hope you all are ready for a good break. I'll do my best with this. I'm probably going to rifle through a lot of it, base and non-parallel stuff. You're actually going to one, Chris? That's exciting, man. So, real quick, Ethan, I wanted to finish up a thought. Do I think and you had a great point. You were like, why do these big universities even need the end? At what point do some of these universities do what the athletes did and just be like, no, we're doing our own thing. Like Live Golf did the golf, right? How much until these universities are like, we don't need your regulations. You know, you are a made-up organization. We're going to do our own thing. Now, I don't know what logistics go behind that or whatever, but I also think that the NIL is a good thing for the athletes. They deserve money. I was talking with a guy today. I was in Boston, and he had a Manziel sweatshirt on. I'm like, Manziel sweatshirt? That's not something you see often. He's like, yeah, I loved him in college. He's like, I know he's a little bit of a whack job, but he goes, you know, I always liked it. I said, no, I said, I work with cards and memorabilia. I said, a lot of people, there's a big cult following for him. I said, honestly, those guys, I said, he got paid and got away with it, but a lot of guys didn't. I said, as they should have been paid. And some of those guys should be getting back paid. The problem is it went from 0 to 100 real quick, right? Like they went from not making anything to being like, hey, you get everything, you know? That's crazy. She's running a sprint race and just had a baby. So here we go. These cards are nice. Cameron Kitchens, Mitch, Jordan Marshall. I'm not going to say every name here. So we'll just kind of, there's an Xavier Worthy Silver. Get used to the product here. Ramblin' Man, Marvin Harrison Jr. Cool looking card. What a game. What a touchdown today. He had to put the nail in the coffin for Penn State. Here's an Austin Jones. Little etch there. USC. That's cool, Rob. You know you can hang out. You can always guess a 101. Shador Sanders. There we go. Good looking card. I know not everyone's a fan. I personally don't like the way he carries himself a bit, but card value doesn't know that. Although it will soon if they don't start winning games. Like imagine if they don't win enough to be bowl eligible. Imagine what that looks like. And Brock Bowers out of Georgia going to be our first one here. All right, I am going to need your help. And listen, you can laugh all you want with me on this. But when it comes to universities that are not listed and their conferences, I need your help. I'm not one to admit when I don't have it. So you're just going to be like, hey, that goes, obviously this goes to Fred Bell. But if we pull one, it's like other SEC or other conference, you're going to have to let me know. But obviously we know this one goes to Georgia. That's the Fred Bell, Brock Bowers tight end. Jeff, that's awesome, man. I know that was... Ooh, what's this? Marvin Harrison out of 75. The Ohio State. There you go. Dougie Berger. That's a good one right there. Out of 75. Yes, but the problem... And Ethan, I love your positive... I do. I genuinely do. You're being super positive with everything. But... Once they start getting all these celebrities coming in, and then now there's people fighting for them to have a bowl game. The problem is they're making promises. They're cashing checks they don't have access to yet. They have to have a set amount of wins to get to a bowl game, and they're arguing about what their demands are for a bowl game. It's like, dude, you might want to get to the bowl game first. You know, you might want to make it. Will Howard, Delora. Here we go. Monterey Baldwin. First Bowman there. Blake Corum. And there's a J.J. McCarthy. Good looking card. Miles Davis. Jackson Arnold. Early risers. And C.J. Donaldson. What is that? You want to do some comp check for us? Since McGinn's not in here, Ethan, what do you think that comp set? I wouldn't mind if anyone's sitting around and you're like, hey, I'm sitting here, I have a beer. How many of you guys have a beer or a drink in your hand? I'm very... Well, but Chris, they only have one more game where they don't play a ranked team is what I heard. Is that true? I heard that they only have one game left that's an on-ranked team. So it's not going to be an easy road. They need... what do they have? 4 wins? They need 2 wins, and they only have 1. A Twisted Tea, a 400-calorie sugar snack. I love those, man, but I can't drink them. They give me stomach aches. It's too much sugar. They are good, though. My brother said that the other day. He's like, I picked one up, and I don't know what I was thinking. I could drink an Arnold Palmer right now, a legit lemonade tea. That sounds good. But think about that, Chris. If they need 2 wins and they beat the on-ranked team, it means they still have to beat a ranked team to get a bowl game, to be bowl eligible. And at that point, too, who are they going to play in a bowl game? Foreman. Can you guys see? These actually, the cards look pretty clear on the screen. You guys good with it? Here is an Austin Jones purple first out of $3.99. I've never had the Arnold Palmer spiked. I have not. Corey Kiner. Sounds good, though. Caleb Williams. There we go. And Dallas Turner is going to be our second autograph out of Bama. Again, going to our boys over at 3 King, Jason Upchurch. Big shout out to Jason, man. He has been my savior this last 7 days. I've had a long 7 days for many reasons, and he has kind of kept me sane. So I just got to give him another shout out. He was actually at the Bama game today, believe it or not. I turned this heater off. He was actually at the Bama game. Got a hot case, you think? Now, I'm top loading some stuff here that might not, I don't know how common these are. I always start top loading a little bit heavier, and I cool off if I see a lot of repeat offenders. But just giving you guys the heads up on that. Little Dicky. There's a Shadur Sanders. Cape Klubnik. Hey, we got a Roman Wilson for USlam. Michigan action. Paris Jones, numbered out of $3.99. Xavier Worthy. There's a Brock Bowers, Dante Moore, early risers, and a Devin Maccabee. It's going to be our first box. He does, but I think he sells a lot of them. He doesn't go to a lot of games. He's like me with He's like me with my dad with the Bills tickets. Like, I think he goes to when he can. Box 1 down. All cards do ship, obviously. It won't bother me too much, Josh. It's not too bad because it's actually less teams. It's a lot of cards, but it's not as bad as what Score used to be. I actually talked to my rep the other day, and I was like, dude, a lot of people forget. A lot of people got in after, like, when things got hot during or like, man, I used to stay up literally all night sorting Score before it had pro unis on it. Score never had pro unis, and they had a ton of rookies. So I would have to stay up and do them alphabetically. That's my nightmare. I still, to this day, have PTSD. I don't mind Score now. It's got the pro team names on it for a lot of it. Limited rookies that don't. I actually think Score now. It used to be like $85 a box, and now it's like $140 a box. I have a case of 2021 I looked at the other day. It's like I paid like $250 a box for. I'm gonna lose my ass on that one. I still have that here. But yeah, like it was nicer when it was like in 2017 and 18 when it was cheaper. But and Classics is another one that was like that. Oh, that Mosaic break? Mosaic's super easy. They have logos all in the same place. But they have some inserts. Whenever there's inserts, the best thing to do, and I don't know did you look at what I told you about Slam with like Pirate Ship? I use what's called Pitney Bowes, but a lot of people use Pirate Ship because it's free. You have to pay for Pitney Bowes. That's what I started using, and I just always did. Carson Becks. There's a Devin Neal first. Checkerboard. I don't know what they call those. Blake Corum, Tavion Sanders, Cade Klubnik, early risers. And there's a Marvin Harrison Jr. Ramblin' Man. Will Howard first, not numbered, but a colored first out of Kansas State QB. We'll top load some QBs there. I actually don't mind sorting. It can be tricky with some products, but it doesn't bother me except for when I have to look up names. The sorting part doesn't bother me. It's like looking up a ton of names and not knowing where they're at. Anybody hit any good bets today? There's a Dante Moore. Oh my gosh, another one. Out of Georgia. This one numbered. This is an on-card numbered out of 99. Jeepers Creepers Fred. Now that wasn't the one. Was that the one out of the mini? I got to do some research here. No, it wasn't. He took them. Yeah, okay. Fred Bell won Oklahoma out of the mini. There we go. Okay, Chandler Morris, Robbie Ashford. Taylon Green, first out of 399, and Noah Washington. This is actually, this product has gotten better. It is nice with the logos. And it's actually like, I like this full case style like this. It can be cathartic. It can be, well, you know, I'll put it this way. Before I got comfortable, like I have a standing table. I stand to do all my sorts. So I have one of those like standing desks. And I literally stand up and I'll just do like, I'll put like, I have 6 out there that need sorted and I'll do them all at once because you get in a rhythm. Obviously not at once, but one after the other. The only thing that bothers me about some of these products, now this is not so much because it is all college players, is when they mix the NIL and the pro. Like Leaf Vivid, I love that product, but I wish it was one or the other just because it makes it very, very difficult to do it in mixers. And you know me, I love mixers. Another Dickey. Travis Hunter. Caleb McDowell first. And Roman Wilson first out of 199. There's your Blake Corum out of Michigan there. Slam. Jackson Arnold, early riser. See, some of these are going to be heavy repeats. Cards look clean, though. They look good. I haven't heard much negative stuff about this like I do with a lot of their baseball stuff. Jordan Travis out of 99 from Florida State. Goes out to you, Seb. QB out of Florida State. Should have another auto coming up. Nick Singleton out of Penn State. And Jihad Campbell out of Alabama. So we have 2 Bama and 2 Georgia. Now, as I said when I opened this, there have been a lot of things that Fanatics has done that I'm not a fan of since they took over Topps. Let's see how everyone always complained about Panini, the way they I always want to use the word allocate. The way they put their product together. What word am I looking for here? If Washington doesn't win this game at the Bima, Ethan, can you, as a person who does that, can you explain to me why? What value it adds? No, not distributed. There's another word for it. I'll think of it. It's a word they use when you like print things out too. Like, I don't understand why people do that. Even in parlays, like, I get it if you're just going to take, like, every single favorite and throw a little bit on it. But, like, here's what I don't get. People will take, like 2 or 3 wild things to happen. They're like, I'll throw in this minus 4,000 too, just because it'll add a little extra. I don't know, man. I just don't know if it's... Yeah, and if that's the thing that ruins you, you know... That's why college is wild. And it's at their place, right? Ooh, it looks like we have some pretty color coming up. I miss the days where people would send me videos. I'm glad you are. I went through my entire bankroll that I won over the last 3 years, and I put more in and it's gone. I'm just like, Injuries are killing me, man. Injuries just killed me this year in NFL. All right, here we go. Oscar Delp. What is this? Jatavion Sanders out of 50 from Texas. Going out to Jeff Kellington. Ramblin' Man Gold. Autograph variation on card. Nice stuff. Now, I haven't watched any of this. I don't know how rare. Is it always one on card? And no, our first one didn't have on card. You sent me a picture. I didn't get it yet. Oh, you just, earlier. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll show it then after this box. It looks a lot like your other one. I like your little rubber band there. Wonder why they just do them for the inserts. Jatavion Sanders, Ramblin' Man. There's a Marvin Harrison Jr. Nick Singleton. See, we're seeing a bunch of those. And Braylon Allen out of Wisconsin. All right, so is that other? Where does that go to? Other Big Ten, right? I don't see Wisconsin on here. So is that an other Big Ten? Oh, that's all right, Bob. You know, we're going to try to sneak some more. And I used to want to wait until... see, I'm learning, Ethan. I used to wait until, like, the days of the fights, but we don't fill that quick on them anymore. Brian Thomas had a $3.99. So we got to start to do them, like, throughout. Maybe build our UFC crowd up a little bit. Adonai Mitchell. Blake Corum. There's a Bo Nix. Marvin Harrison Early Risers. These are cool looking cards. All right. It'll be cool, man. I have 24 autos out of this. You guys Dougie always tells me to do bigger stuff like this, and I don't listen. Maybe I should start to do some bigger breaks. Now, again, still cheaper compared to what we can do. You know, this is like the price of like 4 boxes of Panini. So, or even like good, like when Topps gets licensed, it'll be the same way. But right now, they're like something like this. When is that next fight night? Maybe we'll pre-sell some stuff. We wanted to this week. Of course, this week was so wacky the way things filled, Bobby. Arizona State on the board there. I didn't even see they were on that. And they're about to go into the half. Down 7-0. Washington is. Today's fights were weird, weren't they? Jalen Wright, Shedeur Sanders, Emmett Moorhead. Just because it was a silver. Brock Bowers. There's a Troy Franklin first. Damian Martinez, numbered out of 199. There's a Travis Hunter. I like this is like too stretched of a photo. It looks weird. JJ McCarthy, early risers. Jace McClellan, that's going to be numbered out of 150, running back, Bama. Good looking card. Tyler Buckner. Dude, is this our second auto? I guess we only did get one. Jackson Arnold, Oklahoma. That was on the mini spot there. And that, I believe, is going to go to Fred. There you go, Fred, on the mini spot for just $19. Jackson Arnold, Oklahoma QB. Oh, so there's one just about, 2-3 weeks away. So to be in the evening like it normally is. Well, we'll try to be more prepared for it. Like I said, I have a full case of Select. I have a full case of last year's Chronicles. Like, I have stuff we can rip. And if we do it ahead of time, I might be able to do it by like fighters, especially if it's a single product. Are you guys, is this a good pace? Are you all right with the pace we're going? I mean, I think we're doing all right. We're about 15, 20 minutes in. We're going on our fourth box, about a third of the way through. Trying to stop at the good stuff. The product is honestly, I mean, listen, it pains me to want to compliment. Listen, all's fair. I'm hard on tops, but I will be completely honest, and I'm not ripping anymore. So we're sold. I'm not trying to upsell you. I do have one other box. Maybe we'll razz it off or something, but maybe I'll throw it in the fantasy prizes. I don't know. But I will say this product is nice. I think the price point's reasonable. If again, I'm not a huge college fan, but if it had like, I think it might be more fun to open come draft time when like your guys are getting picked up and you want to go get there first and stuff. I could see something like this actually going up down the road. And I've always said that about like now that they have Bowman, people chase the Bowman first in baseball. Well, Ethan, they got a lot to fix. They're making way too many mistakes. Way too many mistakes. And I don't know if you know a lot about them. I won't get into them now. But they're just mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. And it's bad. And it's, they better fix them before they take over more because it will be bad. Jalen Daniels. But yeah, I mean, if they can fix them and get it all figured out. Montrell Johnson out of Florida for out of $299. All right, Caleb Downs, Emeka Egbuka out of Ohio State. And Will Rogers, that's going to be Mississippi State. All right, help me out on this one. No, they don't. That's the problem. Ethan, I'll give you an example. Last year, Topps Chrome and baseball, they left out all the rookies, the ones at the end of the set. Do you know what they did to fix that? Do you know what that cost me? I lost $1,800 on that case of cards. And they sent us silver packs that I couldn't sell for $25. And you got one for every box. So I lost over $1,300, even if I didn't sell the packs. We did them with our boxes. But they didn't make it right. They sent some crappy silver packs. How's that making it right? You want to eat the $1,300? Would you feel good about it if you did that? Recently, with their update, people already had pre-bought. But you couldn't sell the boxes. That's the thing. They weren't initially. We didn't get them. We didn't get our pack sent to us till they were already down to $25 because people weren't getting anything out of them. Dude, I lost over $1,000 on that case. No questions asked. And you can talk to many people that had more cases. Same thing. They like to tell you that, and you like to think they were going for 50. But then here for update, right? People ordered, hobby shops got 20 cases that ordered in or whatever. And then they're like, well, they didn't offer them. Only if you ordered on Topps did they offer to give you your money back. These hobby shops, they were short 4 packs or whatever. And they were short 4 packs and cards per packs. Now some of these hobby shops are stuck with these cases, and I don't know. I'm sure they're doing... here's another one, the taco fractor, right? They wait until the playoffs start and then they name what it is. Some people had spent tons of money on those taco fractor cards and with very hidden promises, just little things like that. Shador Sanders. But I agree, it's not like they're not doing nothing. How about all the extra 101s they put out? And then they're like, oh, we'll buy them back. A lot of people are thinking, hey, did they do that to promote the product intentionally? Oh, dude, there's a lot. I could get into a lot. Again, I'm not trying to downsell it. I'm not. But listen, ever since we've done the podcast, I can tell you, and Jason will attest to this, and I said, it's kind of been a gift and a curse here. We do our best to always be transparent and honest with everything and give our true take. I'll tell you if a product's worth buying as a box, if it's better to buy a pack of it, if it's better just to get it in breaks, if it's a better standalone or a mixer product, or, at least my opinion of it. But I will tell you that I am glad they didn't take over all 3 sports at once. Now, I'm not saying it won't be good for the hobby if they do. Well, we haven't done the podcast in a while. I think it's a lot of work to do it and to prepare and prep for it. Jason and I have talked about sparking it up, the two of us, but it's a lot to put together. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, but you got to really have your information. Yeah, like the multiple 101s is nuts. And then offering to buy them back. And like, it's just wacky, man. Like, there's a lot of wacky stuff. Oh, here's another one. The Victor Wembanyama, right? Here's the worst one. That first autograph card ever signed. And then you had to go to the event. Well, you didn't have to be there, but someone at the event won it. But only Topps people were invited. And like, if you had the redemption, you could like sign up to win it. Dude, come on. Like, that should have been in the box. That Victor Wembanyama that they promoted, that sold all those cases, and then it came to find out that they weren't sending it out to someone. They were going to do a raffle for it, and you could go to the event. And well, and that's the other thing. They had to do the buybacks because people were losing money. Like, they were. Like, that's what I mean. But, Ethan, here's the thing. It's nice of them to want to fix it, right? It is. It is. They don't have to. There's a lot of people that don't do that. Like, our bad, whatever. Eat it. You know? And it is. But why do they have to keep doing that for every release? It's okay, you know? A mistake is a mistake. I tell my kids this all the time. If it's a mistake and it happens once, it's fine. A mistake twice starts to become a habit. A mistake 3 times becomes intentional because you're not fixing it. What hasn't Panini fixed? Redemptions? Topps does the same thing. Listen, they both have their flaws. But, you know, Panini gives out those 101 boxes. Isn't that the same thing? Like, if you don't get your redemption, you can get those white boxes. People love those things. They go for a ton of money. And yes, but you're right. There's Frank Gore Jr. Hey, I know his dad. Frank Gore Jr., Southern Miss. Which one's this one go to here? Another SEC. Slam, another one for you. But see, that's another fix. They shouldn't do that, right? They shouldn't have to do that. I'm not defending Panini because, listen, I got many boxes that were missing hits. And what do? Give you guys the hits, right? I eat it out of my own pocket. I have emailed them. I've asked them. One time they sent me stuff to replace them, and it was the biggest load of trash I ever saw. Javon Bullard out of 99 going to Georgia. But the white boxes, you know, they do that. They do things, right? But with Panini, the thing becomes either missing hits, which Topps has that too. They always have had. And then the redemption's not cashing, which Topps has dealt with that too. There's a nice Brock Bowers as well. Another Brock Bowers, Jordan Travis out of Florida State. And a nice Bo Nix there. But again, I have no problem with a mistake. But when it's every single time, it's just like, what are they doing, you know? And Chris, that's honestly, and Ethan, that's what my next statement was. Chris has perfectly timed it perfectly. Is it mistake? Let me look it up. I'm going to use a cheat sheet on that too. I shouldn't be marking them. I'm not. I'm going to look it up. And I'm going to look at I need to look it up for all these other ones then. Their Conference USA. It says Southern Miss joins the Sun Belt Conference in 2021. Give me a minute here. I'm looking at. Yeah, always check me on that, guys. I appreciate it. Yep, they're the Sun Belt. So that will go. Thank you guys for checking on that. That will go actually to Jay. And I have a cheat sheet I'm going to check on at least. Oh, yeah? Well, then you know. Thank you. I always check it, guys. Listen, I'm not Panini and Topps. I really will correct my mistakes and not do it intentionally to get you guys hyped up. All right, that's the last of that box, right? Sorry, that one took me a little longer because we got caught up in. I'm just going to double check this stack here. We got caught up in conversation here. Yeah, Yeah, we got through all these. Yeah, all right, cool. That was a box. Oh, I did. You're right, I did. Hold on. Here's what I'm going to do with this. First, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put them with Post-it notes, and then I'm going to have check all my Post-it notes against the checklist. So, hold on. Again, first time we've done this. So, let me do this the correct way. Throw those top loaders out. Thank you, guys. All right. And I'm going to do it as... No, that's all right. I want you guys to talk. You guys got to help me out. I asked for your help. Mississippi State is SEC. And this is Sunbelt. But again, if it has a Post-it note, leave it. No, it's not the Lions fan. Leave it to the NFC North. They're always the problems, man. It's the Packers fans, the Bears fans that never pay. That's not you, Chris. You know that. It's the Packers fans that like to argue, the Lions fans that seem to like to get drunk and crazy, the Bears fans that don't know how to send payment. It's the Vikings fans who whine about everything. I just pissed off like so many people in this break probably, but that's all right. It's always the fucking NFC North. Hey, we just pulled a Marino numbered out of 100. Roger, did you see the Marino autograph we pulled the other week? Out of Vivid. Please tell me you saw it. It was the coolest Dan Marino card I've ever seen. Cooler than his rookie card. You're not included in that either, Jeff. Chris knows who it is. Quick take. Fields is a long term. Do the Bears move on or do they have other problems they need to fix? I don't think Fields is the problem. Let me rephrase that. I don't think Fields is what they need to worry about being the problem. I don't think drafting Caleb Williams is going to fix their Justin Fields problem. I guess that's the way I should put it. But we have lots of... I do? Dude, I do a lot, man. But I'm glad... Listen, I'd rather ask twice and make sure he saw it. I just wanted to rub it in his face again. See, I don't know enough about Williams to say yes or no to that, Don. But I will say that I don't think Fields is a bad quarterback. I know people like to be like, Fields this, Fields that. Listen, man, we were like, as fantasy owners, we were just like slobbering over Fields last year, right? Whether it was running or not, the dude was good as an athlete. But it's clearly that their problem starts with coaching. First of all, that's to me is number one. They had opportunities to win so many games that they didn't win. That comes down to coaching. Chris, I sent Chris, there's a kid club night, a thing where it was a kid like, I ain't even mad at y'all. You gave it your all. It's the coaching. This is on the coaches. Penn State, Olu Fashanu, out of 150, Penn State going out too. Is that you too, Jay? I'm not saying, yeah, I don't know that. Oh, really? Brock Bowers, he'll be a top. There's the nice Caleb Williams early risers. Bo Nix out of 50. Nice one there for Oregon. Going out to Chris Taylor out of 50, Chris. Honestly, Chris, I feel the same way about the Chargers team too. If they don't do well this year, and I know they've dealt with some injuries, that coaching staff just needs to go. I know, Jay. Did you hear me say I went to Buffalo Wild Wings with my family? Finally got to sit and watch a Penn State game, which I'm never allowed to do. I promised my wife I don't watch college football for the sake that I don't give up my Saturday. Michael Pratt, Tulane, Jordan Travis. And so she was there. She's like, yeah, we can sit. We can just enjoy ourselves. So we were watching the fights, the games. The kids were on the phones. They were loving it. Her and I were drinking beers. And I was like, man, what an awful game to sit and watch. They looked dead. They just didn't look excited. They didn't look exciting. It looked like bad football. It looked like they were playing to not lose, not playing to win. Oh, Jeff, I forgot he asked that too. Yeah, is the Big Kahuna still the case hit? The first year, I think they were kind of littered throughout, and then they became case hits. Thank you, Jeff, for going back to that. Yeah, I would agree. It looked like they were playing it looked like a team thinking that they were playing someone out of their league. Thank you, Jeff, for coming through. They're showing the highlights right now. Well, there were 2 Ohio State fans in the whole bar at Buffalo Wild Wings. It was all Penn State fans, and they were brave because they were cheering loud. I was like, there was going to be a fight in this place, but no, everyone was good. Shedeur Sanders, Jatavion Sanders, and Malik Benson first, numbered out of 399. There's a nice Marvin Harrison Jr. and another Marvin Harrison Jr. first. It wasn't just directed at you, man. Arizona State, Elijah Badger. It wasn't even directed at you, Josh. You know I love you. Arizona State, you guys want to tell me? I need your help, Josh. He's on right now, right? I bet, Chris, like you're as excited about them losing Pac-12. Thank you, man. Like I said, even if he's wrong, I'm asking for help now to label it. I am still going to double check. But I'm doing this for the purpose of hitless credits. I want to make sure that we're good for that. What's the Saturday Superstars look like? Thank you for doing the research. Bucky Irvin, 89 out of 99 for Oregon there. And there it is. Nick Singleton, the Big Kahuna, Penn State. There you go, Jay. The Big Kahuna. Nick Singleton. You never know. I've seen that happen more than once where you get extras. Cameron Kitchens. Drew Allar. We have one more, and then we're halfway through. I'm actually really enjoying this break, guys. It's a good mix of chat between. I'm gonna stop sleeving up for now though, and just set them off to the side to kind of speed things up a little bit. But no, I really do appreciate you guys filling this tonight. And I thought it was Michael Thompson asking, like, if we fill it tonight, are you gonna break them? I'm like, hell yeah, we are. I want to rip this stuff. I love opening this kind of stuff. A lot of good color. It's very much like Optic, which is one of my favorite products. Bowman Chrome very much has that Optic feel to it. Same kind of setup, bunch of packs. You know, this has 2 autographs as opposed to 1 that Optic has. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, Chris. You want your smiley face and you're going to bed? Are you going to at least send me a selfie? Oh, I forgot to show your beautiful face on screen. Does that make you feel better? Guess we could start talking a little bit about the games tomorrow. Man, it's getting tough with these injuries. I know you know it, but these bye weeks are killing me. I got to go through my lineups tonight. Double check. I do like that there's not a 9 a.m. game. It's 6 a.m. for you West Coasters. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to pull it up quick. I just want to see what the schedule looks like tomorrow. Here's the picture. Let me put these off to the side so I don't block them. Here's our man. He says McCarthy for Heisman. Such a beautiful face. Look at that. I haven't seen a picture of Doug in a while. Doug, where you been? Browns and Colts. Browns are only -3.5, but Deshaun Watson says they're coming back. It says he's coming back. Richardson done for the year. So we're going to get some Minshew mania. I don't know what to think about that. Jonathan Taylor signs. Now he's probably like, I'm just here to get paid. Will Howard. It's got to be, right? He's just there for the money. Kendall Melton for Georgia. That's going to be numbered out of 75. Georgia going out to Fred Bell again. That's funny. She wants your face hair like her regular hair, right? There's one. It was stuck. It was sticky, icky. Ooh. Out of $3.99. That's the one thing about you worry about with tops. If there's any temperature change over time in these cases, these will all stick together. There's a nice purple McCarthy. Brock Bowers. And Johnny Wilson, Florida State. It's going to go out to Seb. That's another numbered one. That's going to be numbered out of 150. Ethan, have you watched a lot of cases of this? Is this a pretty good case overall compared to what you've seen? Like I said, I haven't watched any cases. Don't do that. That's what happened to Samson, and look how that turned out. So Browns, Colts. I think Browns take it down. I think Amari Cooper does well. I think we see the Browns get back on. You know, they're coming off a big win, right? We got the Raiders, Bears. I don't know what to think there. Raiders are only -2.5. They got Aiden. Did they decide who's playing quarterback there? Chris, have you seen? Are we going to get Brian Hoyer or Aiden O'Connell? Devontae Adams wants out. The Raiders came out today and said, we're not trading Devontae Adams. We're not letting him go. So if he wants to be miserable about it, he can just be like, whatever. I'm not running routes hard. I'm getting by here. Everyone knows he's good. They know the situation. It's not like he has to prove to someone that he needs to go somewhere else. That's a good answer, Ethan. I like it. The Commanders and the Giants. Tyrod Taylor is back in action with the Giants. I love it. Love me some Tyrod. But again, still only a 3-point spread with the Commanders. The Commanders have had a chance to be better, and I don't feel like they've really taken advantage of it. I mean, they should be 7-point favorites in that game with Tyrod Taylor playing. Although I will say, watching the Giants play, you know, I'm a sucker for Tyrod. Out of $3.99, Walker Howard. I think Tyrod is actually better for them right now than with what they're working with than Daniel Jones is. Xavier Worthy, Dallas Turner, Shador Sanders, early risers. There's the Sanders first. And here we got a Miles Davis first, numbered out of 75. BYU. I mean, I find it hard to believe they wouldn't want him, but I get what you're saying. Like, he doesn't really fit there. There was talks again about like getting him there in Buffalo. A lot of push for him. It doesn't matter. You know what we need? We need to fix our defense. It's completely broken right now. Like, everyone's broken and hurt. And we were going to apparently bring in Leonard Fournette. I don't know what went down. That's awesome, Jeff. One in every... I will say this, another positive thing about Topps, if I can. I do like pack odds. I like that they give you full pack odds and that you can actually figure out the math. It's also scary. I don't know what this box is about, but this is the one that has like the bandage in it. Maybe we're going to find something special in this one. Let's see. Look, it's got like a Band-Aid on it. I don't want to touch it, but see what I mean? It was under the wrapper. Maybe this one's loaded. What if it's all hits? I've seen, oh, that's another thing I've seen. Where someone opened up, did you see the guy that opened up a box of this? It was all the big kahunas. It was all like Sanders autos and big kahunas and stuff. Is that what happened? Like before he flew out, they were like... The Jags didn't do anything. Someone else said that. I was like, first of all, I didn't have high hopes for that game. We played at the Jags home stadium in London. I'm like, dude, listen, they were 1-2 before they went there. I want the Jags. I said this earlier this week. I want the Jags and the Bills to be in the AFC Championship for many reasons. But I want the Jags to be successful this year. If the Bills aren't in it in the AFC, I would not mind seeing the Jags in it. I have nothing against the Jags. But, dude, Trevor Lawrence needs to be better. He does not look good. Travis Etienne's carrying that team right now. Oh, yeah, what was? They got a box full of kahunas. Of course they do. Yeah, they hate the kahuna. There's a Caleb Williams, not a first. A Donovan Edwards. But that's the problem. That means a lot of people didn't get kahunas in the rate they were supposed to. Winston Wright out of 199. It's not just the fact that kahuna box is bad. There's a Michigan State, Jalen Berger. So that's going to go, what, to other Big Ten as well, right? Is that where that goes, other Big Ten? Not numbered. That's like one of our first not numbered in a while. So I do think we're getting a good box because we've had so much numbered stuff. Yeah, it is Big Ten country here. So I know a lot of those because everyone hates everyone in the Big Ten. We got McMillan there, wide receiver Arizona. That's just a purple. Braylon Allen. Grant Wells, Virginia Tech. You guys can help me with this one. And that one's numbered out of 499. I don't think this one was numbered. Let me double check. No, it's not. This is a Grant Wells. So this was not the surprise, really good box I was hoping. This box needed a Band-Aid, it seems like. ACC on that. Nice. Spreading out the love. I like this with a smaller list. More of a likely opportunity to get some cards, and not only cards, but a hit as well. I was hoping, honestly, that with the Band-Aid on, this was a kahuna box. How cool would that have been? And then there was someone at the door, and I shut off my stream. Can you believe that happened? The Cooks to 99. We haven't seen a good one of those since the Backyard Kaboom. We can't give this away. The best videos next to those are the guys that go psychotic on like Whatnot. They get so mad and they're just like pissed and they shut off their stream. I don't watch Whatnot, but people will send me clips and I like lose it. I'm like, what happened? Why is this guy so angry? I want to keep looking at these games too. Squirrel happened. Phil Maffa out of 50. Clemson. Little something for you there, Clemson. On the mini slam. Everyone's getting a little tired. We're running though. We're halfway through. We could speed it up a little bit for you sleepyheads. Robinson, Xavier Worthy, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Shador Sanders. A lot of repetitive nature of this when you're doing a full case, which is why I don't always... There's a Drake May, which is why I don't always love full cases. That's going to be out of $3.99. Dominic Lovett out of Georgia. Drake May, early risers, and Michael Penix. I can tell you guys are getting a little sleepy because it's getting quieter. All I know is I'm hoping that this New England game is not near as bad as the one we had last year with the windstorm. Was that last year or 2 years ago? You're hitting me with a stick, being like, do something. Wish my breaker would do something. Oh, I saw McCarthy there. We'll try to cruise through a little bit quicker, get you guys to bed. Because I got to send out links. We got two. I'm giving away 2 pick-em spots, 2 FanDuel, and 1 paper football. Of course, 2 $5 credits as well. Really? So like bent the cards while I was opening them? But you got to be careful. It looks like you're just like opening, but there's a method to it. You can't just like pull on the corners, right? So you got to like work it down, but you just do it so fast sometimes. But I see people rip. I'm like, stop, 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 stop. You're going to bend the corners. Not Josh Allen right now. Who wins NFL MVP right now? It's a good question. I mean, someone on Miami right now, the way it's looking. I don't know. That's a good question. Who do you guys see winning right now? Kyle Managai at a $2.99 out of Rutgers. Yeah, I mean, right now it seems to be 2 if everything goes as planned. Shador Sanders. Michael Penix out of Washington. That's going to go to Nussy, who's watching his team lose right now. 7-3 in the third. Dan Campbell should have been up for Coach of the Year last year, but I see why they gave it to Dayball. I do. I'm not arguing that. But I think we're seeing the consistency, and Dan Campbell is going to win it for him this year. I really do. I think that's going to be the huge part of it, the consistency. There's a Fashanu out of $3.99 and a nice McCarthy there. And a base McCarthy. What's a huge card? Penix. That's who you're hunting for in that. That's like the only reason that's up like that, right? Well, I didn't want to get Nussy too excited. There he is going down, getting sacked. Man, this Arizona State team is like, fuck you guys. What's your name? Arizona State. What's your name? Fuck you, Washington. Didn't Caleb Williams just have like 3 interceptions against Notre Dame? Correct me if I'm wrong. And then he said he wanted to be part owner of an NFL team. I could be wrong. Don't you say it. I beat you on your home field. Fuck you. Drew Pine out of 150. Brian Thomas. Lloyd and Bo Nix out of Oregon. Cool card there. Drake May. Braylon Allen. Antonio Williams. Just a purple there. Jackson Dart. And another one. A Washington box. Defensive end Braylon Trice out of 499. Now, the Penix wasn't numbered. This one is. Ooh, chest pain. All right, 4 more boxes to go. That's 8 more autos. These parallels are so nice in here. Another punt. Dude, I have a question for you. Do you guys feel like these not onside kicks, these fair catches, they're letting them get away with a lot? I've seen a lot of run-ins and they get 15 yards, but every now and then they get the players shoved and they get away with it. It just seems like that's something that has to be addressed because you're seeing a lot of injuries come off of it in both college and pros this year. I've seen it a lot more this year than ever before. I thought there was a ring you had to be around. Hey, Ethan, I'm glad you're in, man. It's been a while. Been a while since I got to talk to you, man. It was cool. You were in UFC and this today. That's neat, man. I appreciate you hopping in, by the way. I think so, too. You talking about the kicks, Jeff? They're getting too close. It's not even a cool thing. They do all this thing to clean up the game, and then they allow that. It doesn't make sense, and it's going to end up ruining a game. Cohen's going to have a ton of wax wrappers to clean up. Now, going back, Slam, I'm glad you started talking again, buddy, because I know you were upset, but I'm glad we got you talking about Dan Campbell. Maybe we need to talk more about your Lions to get you back in here. Riley Leonard, QB Duke out of 399. Dallas Turner. Brock Bowers, Ramblin' Man. Harold Perkins. Got a Bo Nix early risers. Nick Singleton, Ramblin' Man. Trayshawn Ward. And Justice Ellison, running back, Wake Forest. Bo Nix, another cool one there. Cade Klubnik, early risers. All right, I don't think we saw an auto there, so our next stack should have both of them. Did you hit anything? Probably your fist on the couch watching this game. I don't know. Did you? Did you hit anything yet, or are you still staying calm, young man? You tell us if you hit something. And then I'll tell you if you got a card. You got 2, to be honest. You have 2 cards. Plus other stuff, but you have 2 hits already. Well, that... We did. I looked over a Drake May variation. Me? I did. How is it a variation? I'll go back through. I have it sitting right next to me. I know I do. I need some drinks. But listen, I'm not drinking alone. Y'all have videos. I've already been rambling all night about how I feel about some of this top shit and the NIL shit. You don't need me getting drinks added to the mix. The problem is I day drank today. My wife and I had all those beers at Buffalo Wild Wings. Then I came back ready to drink. Out of 299, Jake Garcia, Mizzou. And nobody was ready to drink with me. Travis Hunter, Jackson Dart. Dane Key out of Kentucky. All right, help me out on this one, fam. You taking some time off, or you mean soon tonight? Man, I ain't starting now at 1 o'clock in the morning. What do I look? 21? I'm not serious at all today. I'm actually in a good mood. I am a little serious about the top shit. That bothers me. I do need another drink, though, but wish you guys would have started earlier with me. I'm a little nervous about the Bills. New England game tomorrow. Not gonna lie. Here it is, Grant Wells, Virginia Tech out of 50. You guys can help me out with that. I'll take a shot with you if you have one. Loosen me up a little bit. We still got 3 boxes. It's got to happen now, though. What do you mean? What's all this later talk? Why am I worried about New England? The same reason I was worried about the Giants, and everyone said, don't be worried about the Giants. And I said, I only worry about the shitty teams. Because you beat the Giants by 7. People are like, how did you only beat the Giants by 7? You beat them by 40. You're like, it's the fucking Giants. If you lose them, you're like, you guys are horrible. There's no winning. Fireball doesn't freeze. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, Chris. I fell asleep. That's how boring that game was. But yeah, it looked like it might have been. Listen, we get screwed enough games. I'm not going to feel bad about it. But you're probably right. Slug some beers tomorrow. Whatever. Virginia Tech. ACC. On that one too. That ACC spot is solid. Dave Krim. That came on the mini. Every Lion TDU slamming a beer. If I do that for the Bills game, it could end up ugly, but I'll do it with you. Should we do a thread on the page where we make people post every time their team scores? Just have a bunch of drunk Blazers. My major goals this week, if it makes you feel better, Slam, is I'm working on the repack and I'm getting a new setup, and it hopefully means I'm getting a new sound thing. I want some new drops. We're doing some revamping. Oh, I forgot. You know what's dumb tomorrow? I'm only going to be able to watch the first half in a house. Because I promised my wife that I would go to the football games that her kids play in. And then we got to go to some hot dog thing. Oh, man. Tomorrow's a busy day, but I'll still drink. I'll take road beers and tell my wife she's driving. Wives are usually pretty good about that. They're usually like, that's fine, sweetie. You drink, I'll drive. You can take them in the car. That's fine. Yep. I will take some with me. I'll be a little road cooler. I mean, I am going to a winery for the hot dog thing to support someone. Judkins, there's a Bo Nix. Tyler Buckner. And Monterey Baldwin for Baylor. What does Baylor do? Every time Butker has a field goal. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. The Ravens won a Super Bowl with a field goal kicker one time. And a defense. Baylor. Barely know her. Ah, we got a little Caleb Williams color here. Out of 399. Michael Thompson, number 2. Big 12 on the Baylor. All right, thank you. Did you guys have to look it up too? Or is that much of a delay? There you go. Let's open it up tonight and have one. Corey Brooks. And Jake Garcia. This one's going to be Mizzou. And that's Sunbelt, right? No, that was Southern Missouri. Where's Mizzou go? That one's numbered. That one's going to be numbered out of 99. The case started out super high. It's still nice, but... Another SEC? Dude, that's like the hottest spot. Why do people not going after that spot? Didn't we have to mini that one and it was like $35 or something? They got a bunch. Seems like a hot squad. Man, again, I appreciate you guys hopping in here tonight. This has been I am going to take a shot. I take a shot in between this. If that's all right with you guys. A cheers to you guys and a good luck to get Josh's autograph or some other big autograph along the way. So let me finish this box. We have 2 more to go. I'll go grab myself a shot and we'll... throw one down and get ready for... I have more things to do tonight, so... Got to send out all these links. Check my lineup. The Phoenix was not numbered, but your other Washington one was. We got to stay up. We got to try to time this out so we can watch the rest of this game together, too. Marvin Harrison Jr., Shaz Preston, Jaden Bray, wide receiver, and Brady Cook, Missouri. 1 out of 5 on that. Yikes. Another good one. Do they have 2? Like, who starts for them? Is it Garcia or Cook? That is a 1 out of 5 there. That spot should have been wiped up. You guys let it go. 1 out of 5. Perkins. There's a Shedeur Sanders and an early riser Shedeur. Tyleik Williams, numbered out of 150 from Ohio State. Jawar Jordan. Travis Hunter there. Blake Corum. Moore and Tyler Nubbin. When you have 2 QBs, you have 0. Oops, that's the wrong stat. That wasn't true for Bama a few years ago when they had Hurts, Mac Jones, and Tua, right? Like, there are exceptions. Are there exceptions to the rule? Oh, this is perfect timing because I'm out of top loaders. I'm out of sleeves. I'm going to go grab a shot. You guys, hang tight for a minute. I'd like to see someone take one with me. So if there's a video in my inbox when I get back, I'm not going to be mad about it. Josh says I'm boring him tonight. Maybe that'll turn your game around, Nuss. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get one. All right, here we go. 21 seeds tequila and a blazing shot glass to bring some good luck. Now, let me see. Did I get any in my inbox? I'm going to pour it away from the cards here. Nope. Nobody messaged me. You know why? Because you guys want to see me get drunk. Come on, little grapefruit tequila. Big boy pour. There you go, Chris. Give me the glass to get me drunk. Woo! I can smell it. Here we go. To the blaze. How did you freeze Fireball? I've never seen it freeze. To you guys filling a full case break. To the Blazing fam always coming through. To the late nights. To all you guys. I love y'all. I mean that. This is always fun. It's never gotten old. I love it every night. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying it as much as I am. Cheers to you guys. My nipples are hard. I mean, I'm talking rock solid. Oh. Woo! Oh, that worked. Oh, it's probably the malt Fireball. Did you get the stuff that's like 20%, like 40 proof, or did you get the 80 proof 40% one? Yeah, you don't ever buy that cheap shit. They make 2 variations of it. My sister got it one time. She's like, yeah, 16 and a half. What? It should at least be 20. I guess it does have to be under a certain amount. All right. Yeah, you got hosed. That's not real Fireball. That's fake Fireball. Here's my man. Always with the screen. Oh!
No chaser either.
I didn't use one either, bitch.
Mikey, you on one tonight. Here you go.
How am I on one tonight? What do you mean you can't understand me? Is it because I'm speaking in clear language and not slurred speech? I didn't ignore. I think Josh is on a delay. Something's wrong with Josh. Nussy sent a video. Oh, let me check. Oh, I got one from Nuss too. It's been a while since we saw a Nussy vid. Look, he looks sad. Hold on. He's listening.
Cheers to Phoenix.
He's listening to sad music while his game's on.
Cheers to Phoenix.
I don't understand why they're losing this game. That's great. He's on. Nuss is full emo mood right now. Will they? You better lay. Now would be the time to lay that bet down. That's the best odds you're going to get right now. What? Your vibes are trash or your team? He's like, I didn't come in here to be verbally abused. I came in here to see my Penix. No one plays with my Penix but me. Oh, I forgot I was watching the game. I put those messages on. I forgot to bring the game back up. It's a commercial. Their football team looks almost as good as their cheerleaders. Joe Melton, that's the town I live in, out of $2.99 for Tennessee, QB. Would I be able to find it if I wanted to? Emmanuel Henderson. Drake May. Marvin Harrison, early risers. J.J. McCarthy, early risers. See, that shot was good. Now I want more. Jatavion Sanders. Malik Benson out of Alabama. Purple etch there. Will Rogers. Caleb Downs out of Bama. Another one for the Three Kings boy. Jason. Big shout out to him again. Helping me out this week. Bama. I'll show you your Penix at the end. Anyone else sending a shot? I'll do one more if someone else sends one before we do the last box. I don't know. Dougie's not like talking to anyone, man. He's leaving me high and dry. He's in here. I know he is. I messaged him right before. I don't like calling him out because sometimes he's working and he's got important people in his life, but he doesn't love me like he used to. I don't understand. Nuts, why are you listening to shitty music while you're... No, that's not a shitty music, but like, why are you listening to sad songs while you're watching your team play? You should get some hype music going. So the way I drink Fireball is I put it in the freezer and then I put it in a pot of boiling water so I can drink it. Yeah, you got to get the real Fireball. All right, we should have an auto in here. Jalen Wright. Now that I did this, I would do another case of this. I would just go through it like I am now. Caleb Downs from Bama out of 25. Orange. There we go. We just got the auto. Here's an orange. Safety out of Bama. Game on with no sound. Wow. Just kidding. I'm going to a hot dog thing in a elementary game during the Bills tomorrow, so I don't have time to. I don't have room to talk. Jaden Bray out of 399, wide receiver, Oklahoma State. I do a good whip sound though. Will Howard. And how about a Will Howard, Kansas State? Where's that one go? What's Kansas State do? Numbered out of 150. I know, it's ironic. I got one shot out of Slam. I should feel that's good for you that you can cut it off. My brother likes to make fun of me because he's like, "Oh, would you have 2 beers last night?" Because I always say I don't ever have to have more than 2. Big 12, other Big 12, Seth Anderson with the Will Howard. Big old 12. I heard about that big old 12 you got. All right. Anyone else going to send me one? Because I really want to take one. Chris, are you at work? Last call for alcohol. Let's see. The only other break we have up right now, honestly, I'm surprised. We did a very good job. The only other break we have up right now is our box of Absolute, which is 2021 Absolute. We are kaboom chasing. I'm going to stack up these stacks for different boxes here. We are kaboom chasing. We'll try to get that ready tomorrow, but Chris wants us to do a draft, so I'm going to try to get a mixer around tonight. This is actually not a bad break. I kind of like this. I wish... I might put a poll up and be like, hey, do we want to do more of this? If we want to do another one, I would do another one of these. But one might be enough. No other videos. I'm still taking a half one myself. Bed. I'ma put you to bed, to bed. All right, well, you can touch yourself while I take this then. Watch me do it. Out of your shot glass. Hey, Slam. You should get credit. You should win this game and stop bitching. You were like minus 4,000 under favorites here, and you're still not winning the game. Let's see what happens in the game. All right, cheers. Oh, Jeff sent one. I'll take one with Jeff.
All right, try number 2. And again, what I was trying to say before is I feel like a pussy after watching. All right, try number 2. And again, what I was trying to say before is I feel like a pussy after watching Slam down like
I know, he always does that.
This cow, whatever it is he's drinking. But here you go, Mikey. I'm a little out of practice. It's like I haven't drank in like 3 days. So
I'm with you, dude. Today was You still got it. You didn't forget. Cheers, man.
That's good stuff. Tastes pretty.
Yeah, man. I love that you always wear the blazing hat, man. I appreciate that. He was complimenting you, man. You make us... Oh. I don't know what that was, but that was weird. It's like the bottom of the bottle. It's organic tequila, so it's all the shit. Oh. Maybe that's why I feel all loopy. It's like everything settled down. Man, I'm like... Whoa. Woo! It's like the worm. Yikes, bikes. That it just took 2. Eyes are wide open. Yippee-ki-yay. All right, at the end of this here, we are going to do... Oh, let's get that game back on. At the end of this, we are going to do, like I said, the FanDuel spots, the Pick'em spots, and 1 paper football, and 2 hitless credits. We have everything marked. We got 24 autos to go through. I'd love to see in a pink tutu, or that apron that Chris is gonna send you. Did you get your box from me yet, Slam? I'm wasted on you. It was nice watching a good high school football game. Our team has sucked forever, and we're finally decent. We stopped randomly last night to watch them. It was such a fun game. Oh, I got another thing from Messenger. Cam Rising out of Utah. The Utah Utes out of 399 QB. New vid. Man, it's a bold move. Caleb Williams, early risers. Will Johnson, numbered out of 150. Cornerback, Michigan. That's for you, Slam. Someone's at my house. Jared Verse. Leary. Jordan Travis. And Brennan Presley. Hold on, I gotta make sure my alarm's set. All right, we're good. I was worried. It's probably the cat making all sorts of ruckus. Nice. That marching band's so underrated, dude. Especially when you get into like the colleges and stuff, the shit they do, their formations and stuff is crazy. Was that a song, Ethan, that they wrote towards breaks, maybe? What does she play, Jeff? Last stack here. Good luck, everyone. This stuff is really cool. Like it, like genuinely is, Jeff. It's. I can't. Not only that, like the engineering that has to go into design, like not just teaching. Look, I know how hard it is to teach kids, and it doesn't matter if they're first grade or 12th grade or college level kid. Teaching a group of people to do anything is difficult. So many personalities to manage, so much shit going on. And then like to do it in the engineering aspect they do of having them play an instrument and march and go into these formations, it's fucking wild, man. It's such a like, you know, it's like, here's another thing, synchronized swimming. That shit always blows my mind. Anytime there's a group of people that do formation, the only corny thing that was those, remember like flash mobs? That shit was corny. Maybe I'm just jealous because I was never invited to one. No, that shit was wild. Was anyone ever see a flash mob or a flash dance thing live? I live in a small area, so not around here. Jaden Bray. Caleb Williams. Tatario McMillan for the Arizona. Not Arizona State. Where's this go? I'll show you in just a minute, Nussy. Relax. This is probably another SEC. This is numbered out of 75. Last year, they still did one. I thought those were over. That's like planking. Here, I have it right here. It was 368 out of 499. Braylon Trace. Pac-12. Did we pull one earlier? Sorry, I forgot. Did we show Roger Freeman the Miami Dolphins card yet? Braylon Allen. Connor Colby. Last stretch here. Here we go. Tavion Robinson, University of Kentucky. I'll need your help on that one. That's not numbered. Well, the front half of that case is wild. The second half was kind of like what I expected this product to be more like. So, I mean, it was kind of a long second half, but first half was wild, if you remember. SEC, of course it is. That was the spot of the break outside of those big, the big cards we pulled. Jay Tosky, are you still with us, man? Or did you go to bed? All right, there's all of our base cards up here. You got all your stacks. Those will all ship. We got them all right here. Now, we have everything else over here. These are all going to be still here. Why didn't you send me a video of you doing a shot? These are all going to be your sleeved up cards right here. Slam, you're dead to me. You won't take one more drink with me. Get me to take one and then bail. That's like alcoholic blue balls right there. It's not right. It just isn't. Let me organize some of these right here real quick. Well, we're just going to go in the order we have them here. Well, I owe you. You bought last time. I owe you some drinks. All right, we got Cam Rising, numbered out of 399. Will Johnson. I'm not going to go through all the numbers. Caleb Downs out of 25. We have Brady Cook out of 5. I'm going to pull some of these out, man. Some of these short prints. Caleb Williams out of 399. Drew Pine, that's out of 150. Fashanu out of 399. Winston Wright. Walker Howard out of 399. Miles Davis out of 75. There's a McCarthy out of 399. Bucky Irving out of 99. Bo Nix out of 50. That's a solid one right there. I'm going to show you. Just be careful, or be patient and be careful. Don't piss me off. Out of 150. Roman Wilson out of 199. Jordan Travis out of 99. Taylor Gree out of 399. There's just a Caleb Williams. That was the only one we pulled of this. That's weird. Austin Jones, a McCarthy there. Marvin Harrison out of 75 on that. And only pulled one Shedeur Sanders. So we pulled a few of these on other cards, but one McCarthy, one Shedeur. The Marvin Harrison was nice. The Bo Nix was nice. The McCarthy. The Caleb Williams. The Caleb Downs out of 25. And the Brady Cook out of 5. All really nice stuff there. Now, of course, we did pull the Big Kahuna case hit. I'm going to count it as a hit towards, because it is a case hit. We saw there was only one per case. It's going to go to Penn State, Jay Tosky. Josh, I'd be fine if you didn't call me out and be like, you're in a mood. I'm in a mood because you blue-balled me. You alcohol blue-balled me. That's why I'm in a mood. It's women like you that get me riled up. Tavion Robinson for the SEC, which they just kept hitting. That's going to be Slam. You got the other SEC on the mini? Or did you buy that one? Oh, I guess you bought that one. I'm not in a mood. Stop. Don't be a woman. Elijah Badger, Pac-12. Jay Tosky. Don't be a woman. I'm not in a mood. Oh, there he is, the man I've been praising all night. Ethan Troutman, are you here? Tops does nothing wrong, and they'll always fix it. 100 big kahunas in a case. Jason, message me and tell me who that was. We'll talk about it. Will Rogers, SEC. I was singing your praises, Jason. I said I would not have survived. It sounds awesome, right? I guess Ethan, they'll do what they always do. They'll sell it as, they're called the Kahuna cases. Kahuna crazy case. We're calling it the Kahuna crazy case. Sunbelt Conference there. That's going to be going out to Jay Tosky. Johnny Wilson going out of this is a 150 to Florida State. Who did you guys say? Oh no, that goes out to Seb Watson. That is a team. You sound like a person who likes to blow tops. And that's all right too. I'm all right with that. Penn State Jay Tosky out of 150. Grant Wells Virginia Tech. That's going to go out to ACC. Other ACC. That's Dave Kramer. That is from the mini spot. You don't think that 99 cases not getting a kahuna is a big deal? I think it's a big deal. If I was in one of the 99 other cases that didn't get a big kahuna, I'd be a little upset about it. I mean, personally, I'd be a little upset about it. I mean, if we didn't pull a big kahuna in this, if all the other, yeah, but then in reality though, Ethan, the bigger problem with that is then their numbers are wrong. If they say that 1 out of every 12 boxes or 144 packs or whatever it is has a kahuna, but then all of them do, but then there's boxes of 100, then they're lying on their numbers, and that's a bigger problem. If we find out their numbers are false, everything is sketch. Did you guys just miss? Oh, you guys made a field goal, so you're only down by 1. Brock Bowers for Georgia going out to Fred Bell. And just to be clear, Nuss, I don't watch college football. I just like picking on you. Here you go. This is your Trice numbered out of 499. Obi Trice. Caleb Downs out of Alabama. That's you, Jason. Jason, have you been in here the whole time and been quiet? Monterey Baldwin going to go to the Big 12. Seth Anderson. Man, we're getting a lot of these spots hitting. That's cool. Bring on the Monopoly. That makes a lot of sense. Other SEC, that's also going to Slam. Jalen Berger, Big 10. Other Big 10, that goes to Tim Scully. You want to take a shot with me, man? He won't. Oklahoma, Fred Bell on the mini spot. We only ran one mini spot, but he got it. Jackson Arnold. Braylon Allen out of Wisconsin. Where do we say that goes? I didn't mark that one. Maybe you can help me out. Another one, Jihad Campbell out of Alabama. And a Dallas Turner out of Alabama. You did well. You should take a shot with me. Oh, this is Big 10. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your help tonight, honestly. Kendall Melton out of Georgia. This is numbered out of 75 here for Georgia. Georgia going out to Fred Bell again. And then Grant Wells, Virginia Tech, ACC, Dave Kramer. That's going to be numbered out of 50. Man, everyone's in bed. I'm glad you guys are like watching me in your bed. It's kind of cool. I used to do that. I want to watch you guys while I'm in bed. Will you guys just call me when I'm in bed and let me watch whatever you're doing? Big 12, other Big 12, Seth Anderson, numbered out of 150. McMillan out of 75, going out to the Pac-12. Those conference ones did well tonight. And then the Georgia, Brock Bowers, Fred Bell out of 99. How about Jatavion Sanders from Texas out of 50? Jeff Kellington, take another fireball. And then, did you drink a lot at the game, Jason? And then Michael Penix, Washington, Nicky Nuss. It's not numbered, but that's a cool card. That Ramblin' Man out of 50, that's a cool card. All right, first things first, we're doing, man, look at these packs. I'm going to leave these for Cohen in the morning. That's Cohen's job. Dude, I've been making my kids spend their own money on toys. Like, legitimately, like, tax and all. And today, Cohen picked up like 8 things. I'm like, you got $20, dude. You'll have $2 left if you spend that. And he keeps putting everything down. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't want that. It's too expensive. I'm like, bet. All right. But he can't leave a store without buying something. So now he just wants to buy cheap shit. I'm like, no, this is not the lesson, dude. The lesson is you don't need to buy shit everywhere you go. So now he wants to earn money. Well, at least I'm making him get a work ethic here. Oh, Slam, it's awful, man. They have so, like, I'm going to send you a picture tomorrow. My kids have over 1,000 stuffed animals. It's absurd. Clemson, LSU, Slam, and Jason Mello, you each got yourself a $5 hitless credit. Now, we're doing 2 FanDuel spots, 2 Pick'em spots, 1 paper football. The first is going to be 2 Week 7 Pick'em spots. We always do Pick'em first. Oh, yeah? Should I go watch the recap? I'm excited, man. I blame me. I'm part of the problem, man. That's cool, though. You know what? You'll never regret doing it. Washington and Ole Miss for Week 7 Pick'em. Guys, thanks again for filling this tonight. It was a lot of fun. Jason, thank you for your help with this. Washington, Nicky Nuss, you're in it. Look for the link tonight before you go to bed. And before you get drunk because of the loss. Ole Miss is going to be Jason Deason. I'm going to send this out tonight. All right. Week 7 FanDuel is next. What did I get? Yeah, tell me what I got, what I really, really got. I want to hear what I got, what I really, really got. 2 Week 7 FanDuel spots. 5. I will say this, though. The people at the stores were cool because I made my kids count out their money. I'm making them, trying to make them understand. And you know what's cool? They actually picked good prizes. Like, I shouldn't say good toys. They're not their prizes. They bought them. But, and like they thought, what can I get the most of the, like, most bang for my buck? Other SEC is going to be Slam. You don't do FanDuel. I can move you to your Pick'em. You're a couple weeks out, though. Week 9 Pick'em Slam. All right. And who's the second one? LSU is going to be Jason Mello. Man, FanDuel's only going to have a $10 prize this week. That's some bullshit. Pick'em's only going to have a $10 prize too. That's some bullshit. We need to fill more breaks. All right, here we go. Week 7 paper football. 1. Khalil Shakir, we need him to step up. We need him to be better so that Diggs can get open. Allen Pink out of 20 for Mosaic No Huddle. Dude, that's why I got in it. Numbered Allens out of Mosaic. You the man, buddy. I love numbered Mosaic, and they're expensive. People will not let go of those quick. Nussy, you're going to get a paper football. Ah, yes. I didn't even see that. I was looking at the Shakir. My man. I love a numbered Allen out of Mosaic. That's the kind of card I go out. You know it. Jason will testify to that. Like, that's the shit I go after. That's what I want. All right, you ready, Nussy? Because that shit gets expensive, man. I bet you. Like, I always go to shows, and those cars are never, like, they're always 50 up. Like, you know, depending on what they're, sometimes you get them cheaper, but guys don't want to part with that shit, and they're hard to find. You can do eBay, but then you're paying 6% and shipping, and there's 10, 12 bucks added to it. Nussy, you got the Packers. I think he's a Packers fan, right? You don't know what a paper football is? That's disappointing. I'm not even going to tell you. You've been here long enough. If you don't know, I'm sorry for you. I feel for you a little bit. You get $5 if they win. You get to keep until the following week. You win $5 for every week they win until they lose. Once they lose, it goes back in. I know. It's disappointing. Guys like that have been around forever don't know what a paper football is. Like, insult me more. I hate the Packers. Is Arizona State about to score again? Then you haven't watched enough breaks, so you should root for other people too, man, not just yourself. That's a seafood break. You're very shellfish when you do that. I had 2 shots of tequila. What's wrong with me? I gotta go to bed. Good night. I love y'all.